Hello, trading is closed on March 28th, 2017. My last call said as long as these highs held, I had a scenario where we dropped at least to 23, 27, 32 and then reversed. I said if we overtook these highs, I wouldn't have anything preventing a further rally, but I wasn't making any call. So we overtook these highs pretty quickly, but I was not making any call at that point, other than ultimately this 23, 27, 32 price would print. Now we have some new targets from today's trade. MEJT says that's a false move and ultimately lower prices will print. Each of them has the same target, 2354.80. It also says the early rally is false. We're going to get 2345.91. most likely by early Thursday. If we gap up smartly, these will be unlikely to print, but unless that happens, this is my target. Well, we've had a good rally starting yesterday. It's amazing how the market remembers these MEJT support levels from last month. This was the low. We've had a rally straight up for 2 days, and what have we accomplished? Well, I'm going to make the case we haven't accomplished much. First of all, after rallying all day long, we haven't been able to close over the middle of the day high, can't even close over the middle of the day low. It's negative, which would be negated if we promptly overtook this high. All we've been able to do is have a rally up to the 61.8% retracement of the last drop. It's also important to note that after rallying 2 days, the close was not over the middle high, the middle of this formation. So all this wasn't enough to make us close over this. Even more than that, the next MEJT target, failed target, is 2292.25. Now it doesn't have to print anytime soon, but that number is a perfect Fibonacci target of this formation. So if we drop from here, it's a plausible target. This is the TDST line from here. Here's a TDST line from here. Resistance goes to a bar over the line, so we hit resistance and reversed. Well, I imagine this is what's going on. Here's a new count. If that's A and that's B and that's black A, this could be ABC. You'll notice that if that is C, it's exactly 50% of A. What's also interesting is that small black A, if this is wave C of larger degree, this large green C, you compare this A to that A of A, see a perfect Fibonacci relationship. If that's A and that's B of wave C, you take the height, compare it, here's A to B. There's your 23.6 on the nose. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is A and that's B, that wave C has some kind of Fibonacci relationship to this wave C. Doesn't have to, but you never know. So we have intense resistance at this high. If it falls, it should fall early, and then all these lower targets are probably out of reach. But unless this falls early, ideally by gapping over it, we have lower targets, much lower targets, and this isn't going to stay forever. Lower targets than that. So tomorrow could be a big drop if this holds early. And that's today's call.